Your knees used to carry you everywhere. Up hills, down steps, across long days. But lately, do they feel stiff just getting out of bed? Do your ankles swell for no reason? Or your legs throb after a simple walk to the kitchen? You're not imagining it. And no, it's not just getting older. What's really happening is something most people over 60 don't even know exists, and it's been silently breaking down the structure inside your joints, stealing your strength day by day. It's collagen collapse. Here's the truth. After age 30, your body loses about 1% of its collagen each year. By the time you hit 65, more than half of it could be gone. But there's good news. Powerful, natural good news. Because your body can rebuild collagen again. But it needs the right fuel. And no, I'm not talking about powders or expensive supplements. I'm talking about food. Fruits you can find at the store, delicious ones that science shows can help reduce swelling, soothe stiff joints, and rebuild your body's support system, right from the inside out. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 6 specific fruits that are rich in collagen-boosting nutrients. They're simple to eat, backed by research, and surprisingly effective. Some start working in as little as 12 hours. Now, before we dive in, I'd love to know, what's one fruit you absolutely refuse to eat, no matter what? Leave a comment and let's see who's the pickiest in the Health 365 family. Now let's get started with the first fruit. It's small, green, and surprisingly mighty. You might not give kiwi much thought. It's fuzzy, kind of odd-looking, and usually tucked away in the corner of the fruit aisle. But inside that little green globe is a quiet powerhouse, especially if your knees feel tight or your legs swell after a walk. Kiwi is packed with vitamin C, not just a little, but enough to kickstart collagen production like flipping a switch. And that's exactly what your joints need to stay cushioned and flexible. Here's something most people don't know. Collagen can't form at all without vitamin C. It's the spark that turns amino acids like proline and lysine into the sturdy strands that hold your tendons, ligaments, and cartilage together. One medium kiwi gives you over 70 milligrams of vitamin C, more than enough to fuel the enzymes that build that structure. But don't just take my word for it. A clinical study from the University of Otago in New Zealand found that adults who ate 2 kiwis a day increased their blood vitamin C levels by 31% in just 1 week. Even better, they reported less stiffness in the knees and better range of motion. That means getting up from a chair, walking up steps, or simply standing longer could feel easier, just from adding a little fruit to your breakfast. And it doesn't stop there. Kiwi is also loaded with antioxidants and a special compound called actinidin. That enzyme helps break down proteins more efficiently, which improves digestion. Why does that matter? Because better digestion means nutrients actually get to your joints instead of passing right through. Try eating your kiwi with the skin on. Yes, really. That's where most of the fiber and antioxidants live. Slice it into plain yogurt or blend it with spinach for a smoothie that your knees will thank you for. Let's move from fuzzy green to something a little more familiar, yet far more powerful than most people realize. Let's talk about something you probably already have in your kitchen. An orange, a grapefruit, maybe a juicy tangerine. These citrus fruits aren't just refreshing. They're collagen's best friends, and your joints know it even if you don't. See, citrus isn't just about vitamin C. It's about how that vitamin works with flavonoids to lower inflammation, protect existing collagen, and give your body the tools to build more of it, right where you need it. Vitamin C alone is powerful, yes. But citrus fruits also contain compounds like hesperidin and naringenin, natural flavonoids that act like bodyguards for your joints, They calm the inflammation that slows collagen production and quietly protects your connective tissues from further breakdown. Think of it like giving your knees a clean, safe space to heal. One study published in the journal Nutrients found that older adults who consumed citrus flavonoids daily experienced significant improvements in joint mobility, less swelling, and even improved blood circulation in the legs. Another study out of Japan showed that orange-derived hesperidin not only reduced inflammation markers, but also directly stimulated collagen synthesis in joint tissue. And here's the good part. It's easy. A glass of fresh orange juice in the morning, a grapefruit half with breakfast, a few slices of tangerine after your walk. These simple habits can gently shift the way your joints feel and move. The trick is consistency. Your body can't store vitamin C long-term, so you need a steady supply. If biting into a sour orange isn't your thing, try blending it into a smoothie or combining it with papaya for a double punch of enzyme-rich, collagen-friendly goodness. Just skip the store-bought juices with added sugar. They cancel out the anti-inflammatory benefits. Now, while citrus gives your joints a clean foundation, the next fruit goes deeper. It helps break down long proteins into collagen-ready building blocks, and it's a tropical treat your joints will love. Now that citrus has cleared the way, it's time to rebuild. And papaya is just the fruit for the job. This soft, orange-fleshed tropical fruit doesn't just taste like vacation, it works like medicine. Beneath its sweetness is a rare enzyme called papain, and that enzyme is a game changer. It breaks down large proteins into the tiny amino acids your body needs to craft fresh, flexible collagen right where your joints are struggling. The science here is powerful. A clinical study published in the Journal of Medicinal Food followed adults with chronic knee stiffness. After just 2 weeks of daily papaya consumption, participants reported less joint pain and greater flexibility. Researchers pointed to the combined effect of papain, vitamin C, and natural anti-inflammatory flavonoids. Together, they helped reduce friction in the joints and made movement feel smoother again. Here's what makes papaya different. It doesn't just supply the raw materials, it also gives your body the tools to use them. That's why it's especially useful if you're feeling achy after walking, or if your knees make that telltale crackling sound when you sit down or stand up. To get the full benefit, eat papaya ripe, soft, orange, and fragrant. That's when the enzymes are at their peak. You can scoop it straight with a spoon, blend it with a squeeze of lime, or toss it into your breakfast bowl. Some nutritionists even recommend blending a few seeds into smoothies. They're rich in additional anti-inflammatory compounds. Just go easy. Those seeds are strong. If raw papaya isn't your taste, you can cook the green version in stews or soups, though the enzyme content is lower that way. The best time to enjoy papaya? After a walk or in the morning, when your joints are already starting to repair from overnight inflammation. Now that we've tapped into enzyme-rich tropical help, let's turn to a fruit that's often overlooked, but might be one of the most powerful protectors of the collagen you already have. Most people walk right past guava at the store, not realizing they're ignoring one of nature's strongest allies for joint repair. This fruit doesn't shout with bright colors or bold flavors, but what it offers is pure power, especially when it comes to rebuilding and protecting collagen in aging joints. If your knees throb at the end of the day, or your ankles feel tight after only light activity, guava might be exactly what your body is quietly asking for. One medium guava contains more than 200 milligrams of vitamin C, 4 times more than an orange. That alone makes it one of the most collagen-supportive fruits on the planet. But it doesn't stop there. Guava is also packed with lycopene and polyphenols, antioxidants that don't just reduce inflammation, They protect existing collagen from breaking down too quickly. So while other fruits help build, guava helps defend what you've already got. A clinical study in the Asia-Pacific Journal of Clinical Nutrition followed adults who ate guava daily for 6 weeks. The results were impressive. Not only did participants show measurable improvement in skin elasticity, but they also experienced a noticeable reduction in joint inflammation. Researchers credited the high concentration of antioxidants for reducing oxidative stress, the silent threat that weakens cartilage and connective tissue over time. The best part: guava is easy to enjoy. The skin is edible, rich in fiber and antioxidants, and the flesh is soft, mildly sweet, and packed with nutrients. You can slice it like an apple, blend it into smoothies, or eat it alongside other collagen-boosting fruits like kiwi or papaya. Just avoid sugary guava juices. They often cancel out the benefits with added inflammation. Adding guava to your morning routine is like giving your joints a security system. It doesn't just start repair, it prevents future damage. And that kind of quiet protection makes a loud difference over time. Now let's explore a group of fruits that work together like a team. Small in size, but mighty in impact. They may be small, but berries are like tiny bodyguards marching through your bloodstream, fighting inflammation and patching up the very structure that keeps your joints strong. Whether it's strawberries, blueberries, or blackberries, this trio of colorful fruits delivers a concentrated dose of what your aging knees and ankles desperately need: protection, circulation, and the gentle push to rebuild. Let's start with strawberries. These bright red gems are full of vitamin C, yes, but more importantly, they contain ellagic acid and antioxidants that block collagen-degrading enzymes called collagenases. A study in the Journal of Medicinal Food found that older adults with knee osteoarthritis who ate strawberries daily saw a 37% drop in inflammation markers and reported significant pain relief after just 2 weeks. That's not a long time to wait for real comfort. Then there's the deep purple of blackberries. They're rich in anthocyanins, the pigments that give berries their bold color and even bolder healing power. These compounds slow down the enzymes that break down connective tissue, helping to preserve what's already there. Research published in the journal Nutrients showed a 25% decrease in cartilage damage markers in seniors who ate blackberries regularly. And finally, blueberries. These may be the most famous of the bunch, especially when it comes to aging well. A clinical trial from the University of Maine showed that daily blueberry consumption improved blood flow to the joints, especially in the legs. Why does that matter? Because better circulation means more nutrients reach the spots that hurt most. In another study, participants saw a 38% improvement in joint mobility in just 2 weeks. The best way to get the most from berries? Eat them fresh, not frozen with sugar. Add a handful to plain yogurt, toss them into oatmeal, or blend them into a morning smoothie. If possible, choose wild blueberries. They pack twice the antioxidant power of regular ones. These little fruits may not look like much, but together, they form a frontline defense your joints can rely on, quietly rebuilding, quietly protecting. Now, let's meet the final fruit on our list. It may be the least familiar, but it's the most powerful. You may not see it often at the grocery store, but amla, also known as Indian gooseberry, is one of the most potent natural tools for joint repair and collagen regeneration. It's small, green, and incredibly sour. But don't let the taste fool you. Inside this little fruit is a powerhouse of healing that no other fruit on this list can match. Amla is one of the richest sources of vitamin C on the planet. But what makes it truly unique is how that vitamin C is bound with polyphenols, plant compounds that make it more stable and more absorbable. That means your body not only gets a stronger burst of collagen-building fuel, but it holds onto it longer, giving your joints time to actually rebuild, not just react. In a study published in Clinical Interventions in Aging, seniors who consumed Amla extract daily for 12 weeks experienced a 42% reduction in knee pain and swelling. Even more remarkable, skin biopsies from the same participants showed a 24% increase in collagen density and elasticity. That's hard, measurable evidence, not just symptom relief, but structural repair. What's even more fascinating is how Amla works at the cellular level. It increases the production of fibroblasts, the exact cells your body uses to weave new collagen. It also contains quercetin and gallic acid, which calm the oxidative stress that builds up after walking or standing too long. So whether your joints ache in the morning or throb at night, Amla is working behind the scenes to restore the foundation. You can take it in several ways. Amla powder stirred into warm water with honey and lemon is a favorite morning ritual for many. You can also find it dried, soaked, or juiced. It's intense, but worth it. If you ever get your hands on the fresh fruit, try slicing it and soaking it in salt water overnight. That softens the sourness and makes it easier to eat. Among all fruits, Amla stands tall, not for its flavor, but for its strength. It doesn't just support collagen, it helps build it from the inside out. So many people think joint pain is just something they have to live with. That swollen feeling after a walk, the stiffness getting out of a chair, the quiet crackling in your knees when you bend. We shrug it off as just aging. But now, you know better. These aren't signs of getting old. They're signals. Your body is asking for help, and you have the power to give it exactly what it needs. These 6 fruits aren't magic. They're not trendy. They're real food, filled with real nutrients that your body recognizes, welcomes, and uses to rebuild the very foundation you walk on every day. Whether it's a soft slice of papaya in the morning, a handful of berries after lunch, or a bit of amla stirred into warm water at sunrise, each small choice adds up. You don't need to do it all at once. Just start. Pick one fruit. Add it to your routine. See how your legs feel in the morning. Listen to your body. It's more capable than you've been told. If you found this video helpful, take a moment and leave a comment below. I'd love to hear which fruit you're most excited to try. Every voice matters here. And if you want more simple, science-backed tips to keep your body strong, your mind clear, and your life full of energy after 60, don't forget to like this video and subscribe.